Are you tired of chasing temporary pleasures that leave you feeling empty? What if I told you there's a way to live with deep purpose, lasting fulfillment, and true joy? In this video, we're diving into powerful, life-changing teachings inspired by Buddhism that will help you break free from distractions and build a life filled with meaning. Lesson 1. Identify your core values to guide your decisions. Find your core ideals. This is the first thing you need to do to build a life with meaning. These are the ideas that help you make choices, act, and deal with other people. If you don't know what your ideals are, it's easy to let outside influences or short-term wants change your mind. Take some time to think about what's important to you. Is it growth, kindness, love, or truth? What traits do you want to show off in your life? Knowing your core ideals gives you a way to deal with the problems you face in life. There will be less stress when you have to make choices because you will know what is important. The Buddhist idea of right view tells us to look at life with understanding and clarity. This means realizing that everything you do has an effect and that being honest will make you happy in the long run. Making choices that are in line with our values gives us a solid base for living a meaningful life. Figuring out what you value most helps you say no to short-term joys. For instance, if you care about your health, you will be less likely to do things that are bad for you, even if they seem appealing at the time. If you care about being kind, you won't do things that hurt other people, even if they make you feel good right now. When you connect with your core values, you start to live a life with purpose instead of just going with the flow. You can stay focused on what really matters because your ideals protect you from the world's distractions. Lesson 2. Set meaningful goals that reflect your passions. Once you know what your core values are, you can set goals that are meaningful to you and show your interests and hopes. Clear goals help you stay focused on what's important in life by giving it direction and value. You are no longer chasing short-term pleasures because you have a long-term goal that leads your actions. Before you make a list of goals, ask yourself, what do I really care about? What sort of life do I want to make? Your goals shouldn't just be based on what other people want or what you want materially. They should come from deep down inside you. Buddhism teaches that finding inner peace and joy is what makes you happy, not what you achieve in the outside world. So your goals should be to improve both the outside and the inside of your life. Divide your goals into steps that you can take. This will help you stay inspired and keep your eye on the big picture instead of getting sidetracked by quick wins. For instance, if your goal is to improve your physical health, don't look for fad diets or short-term fixes. Instead, focus on making a habit that you can stick to. Goals that are meaningful are those that are in line with your purpose, spark your passion, and push you to keep improving. Because you are working towards something bigger, they help you avoid the urge to get something right away. Each step you take towards your goals is one more step towards your mission. Lesson 3. Be mindful to stay focused and in the present moment. Being mindful is an important skill for having a meaningful life. Being fully present in the present moment means being aware of your feelings, thoughts, and surroundings without judging them. Being aware keeps us in the present moment, so we are less likely to be distracted by short-term pleasures. It's easy to get caught up in fears about the future or regrets about the past in this busy world. Being aware of this loop can help you break free and keep your mind on what's important in the present. Being mindful makes you more aware of the choices you make and how they affect your life. You learn to stop and think before you act, which helps you make choices that are in line with your purpose. Right mindfulness, the idea that we should be aware of our thoughts, feelings, and behaviors, is one of the most important ideas in Buddhism. Mindfulness training helps you become aware of when you are tempted by short-term joys and other things that take your attention away. You don't have to react automatically. You can choose to stay on the road of purpose. Simple things like meditation, deep breathing, or mindful walking can help you be more aware every day. These habits will help you train your mind to stay in the present. mindfulness slowly turns into a strong tool that helps you stay focused on your purpose and avoid getting sidetracked. Lesson 4. Get discipline to say no to temptations and distractions. Discipline is important for living a meaningful life. It means being able to stick to your values and goals, even when there are things that want to pull you away. It's important to develop discipline in a world where things can be enjoyed right away if you want to stay focused on what really counts. Buddha taught that real freedom comes from controlling your own mind, not from giving in to all of your wants. When we give in to our urges, we turn into slaves to what we want. Discipline, on the other hand, gives us the power to choose our activities with purpose. Discipline doesn't mean not enjoying life. It means being able to make choices that are in line with your long-term goals, even when they are hard. For instance, if your goal is to live a healthy life, being disciplined will help you say no to junk food and stick to your healthy eating plan. If your goal is to build deep relationships, then discipline will help you spend your time and energy on those bonds instead of getting sidetracked by shallow interactions. Start with small tasks and slowly take on more responsibility as you want to be more disciplined. Set up daily habits that will help you reach your goals and be responsible for them. Because discipline works best when used often, it gets stronger. Because you will have a stronger sense of purpose, it will get easier over time to say no to short-term joys. Lesson 5. Invest in your own growth by learning new things and working on yourself. Pursuing growth and self-improvement all the time is part of a life with meaning. Being successful in the outside world isn't the only thing that matters for personal growth. It's about becoming the best mental, emotional, and spiritual version of yourself. You are less likely to give in to short-term pleasures when you invest in your own growth, because you are focused on long-term happiness. Buddhism stresses how important it is to keep learning and thinking about yourself. Buddha himself was a seeker of knowledge who was always trying to understand life better. In the same way, we are told to have a growth attitude and see every situation as a chance to learn and improve. Investing in your own growth should be a top concern. This can be done in a lot of different ways, like by reading books, going to workshops, meditating, or looking for teachers. The more you learn and improve your skills, the more sure of yourself and driven you become. Because you are always changing and moving towards a better version of yourself. Personal growth helps you stay focused on your goals. Remember that progress is a process that lasts a lifetime. Accept that things are going to take time and be kind to yourself as you learn and get better. You will be better able to stay focused on your goal and avoid being distracted by short-term pleasures if you make a commitment to personal growth. Lesson 6. Get close to people who inspired you and keep in touch with them. Your life is greatly affected by the people you spend time with. When you connect deeply with people who inspire you, they lift you up, keep you motivated, and help you stay focused on your goals. On the other hand, weak relationships can pull you away from your true path by giving you things you don't need or tempting you to do. Buddhism stresses the value of spiritual friendships, which are friendships based on mutual support, respect, and shared ideals. Surround yourself with people who will push you to be your best and help you grow. These relationships keep you grounded and motivated, which is important for building a life with meaning. Spend some time building relationships with people who share your interests and values. Have deep talks, back each other up in your goals, and celebrate each other's wins. There is a real desire to help each other grow behind these ties, not just a surface level of interest. On the other hand, watch out for relationships that drain you or take your attention away. It's okay to cut ties with people who are no longer helpful. Focus on making a group of people who share your values and can help you on your way to living a meaningful life. Lesson 7. Be thankful for what you already have. Focusing on what you have instead of what you don't have is an important thing you can do. You'll be happier with your life and less likely to seek out short-term pleasures when you practice thanks. Being thankful helps you enjoy the present and see how lucky you are to have so much in your life. Being thankful is seen as a way to find happiness and peace in Buddhism. By enjoying the little things in life, like a thoughtful act, a stunning sunset, or a loving relationship, we can build a happiness that isn't tied to outside events. Make it a habit to be thankful every day. Every day, think about what you're thankful for, no matter how small it is. When you think about the good things in your life, the desire for more is less likely to take your attention away. Being thankful helps you stay in the present and understand that lasting happiness comes from inside, not from short-term joys. You learn to value the things that really matter in life more when you practice thanks. This change in how you think lets you live with meaning and intention instead of always looking for short-lived pleasures. Lesson 8. Do acts of service to help others and feel good about yourself. Acts of service are one of the most satisfying ways to live a life with meaning. Helping other people not only makes their lives better, but it also gives us a deep sense of purpose and fulfillment. Volunteering helps us remember that life isn't just about what we want and how it makes us feel. It's also about making a difference for the better. Buddhism tells people how important it is to be kind and not care about themselves. The practice of right action tells us to do things that help other people and make the world a better place. We rise above our own ego and connect with a higher cause when we help others. Do acts of service that are in line with your beliefs and interests. This could mean helping someone in need, volunteering in your neighborhood, or just being kind to someone who is having a hard time. Don't think that acts of service have to be big. Small acts of kindness can make a big difference. When you focus on helping other people, your own wants and needs are less likely to take over. Giving service takes your mind off of short-term pleasures and puts it on a bigger goal. It tells you that the only way to be truly happy is to make other people's lives better. Lesson 9. Focus on the bigger picture to avoid short-term pleasures. Realizing that life is temporary is one of the most important lessons in Buddhism. Everything changes all the time. So what makes you happy today might not make you happy tomorrow. When we look at life as a whole, we can see that going after short-term pleasures that cause long-term pain is not worth it. When you look at the bigger picture, you can see past your current wants and problems. You know that having a reason in life is what makes you truly happy, not taking short-term pleasures. This point of view helps you keep your eye on your long-term goals and avoid the urge to get something right away. Take some time to think about your life as a whole. What kind of mark do you want to leave? How would you like people to remember you? If you keep the bigger picture in mind, you can make decisions that are in line with your ideals and purpose, instead of letting short-term wants guide you. Mindfulness and awareness are important in Buddhism because they help us see that the things we do today have an impact on the future. When you keep your eye on the bigger picture, you avoid the distractions of short-term joys and live with purpose and clarity. Lesson 10. Balance work with rest to maintain energy and purpose. To build a meaningful life, you need to work hard and take breaks. It's important to keep your eye on your goals and move towards your purpose. But it's also important to take some time to relax and recover. You could burn out and lose sight of your goal if you don't have balance. Buddhism teaches that balance is important in every part of life. One of the most important ideas in Buddhism is the middle way, which says we should stay away from extremes and find a balance between working hard and taking it easy. Work and rest should be balanced so that you have the energy and awareness to stay focused on your goal. Take time every day to relax and take care of yourself. Rest is important for your health. You can do this by meditating, spending time in nature, or just taking a break from work. You are more effective, focused, and motivated to reach your goals when you get enough rest. By finding a good balance between work and rest, you can live a meaningful life that will last. You avoid getting burned out from working too hard, and you say no to the things that come up when you're tired. Living a balanced life helps you stay on track with your goals and gives you the energy to passionately follow them. To live a life with meaning, you need to learn about yourself, be disciplined, and be aware of the present moment. We have to put aside short-term pleasures and think about what really counts. You can build a life with meaning, fulfillment, and permanent joy by following these 10 lessons that come from Buddhism. Remember that getting to your mission isn't always easy, but it's worth it. Stay true to your ideals, put money into your own growth, and spend time with people who inspired you. You can avoid distractions and make your life reflect your greatest goals if you are mindful, disciplined, and grateful.